Hello, I'm Miss Hall, and this is 1.11 Consecutive Integers, Day 2, and Basic Word Problems. This chart should look familiar from 1.10. It's helpful just to remember the algebraic representation of consecutive integers, consecutive even integers, and consecutive odd integers. If the initial integer, the first in our set, is x, then the second would be x plus 1, and then x plus 2, and x plus 3, right? All of these are based off the first one, and each is one further away than the previous value. It's different than consecutive even numbers. We're not going to the next consecutive number, we're going to the next consecutive even. So we go by twos, because we're skipping the odd numbers. And the odd integers, if we start at x and we want just odd numbers, we skip over the evens. So we have x plus 2, x plus 4, then x plus 6. If it is helpful to think of an example to make sure, some consecutive odd numbers, let's go with the classic 1, 3, 5, 7. If this is 1, you add 2 to 1 to get 3, you add 4 to 1 to get 5, you add 6 to 1 to get 7. Right, you can check that with any of these. Let's move right on to the first example. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 17 less than 4 times the smallest integer. So let me just write on this side, 3 consecutive odd integers. So we have x, x plus 2, x plus 4. So the sum of these odd is, and is another way of saying equal. So we have x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is equal to 17 less than, okay, less than is one that flips it, 4 times the smallest integer. Here's the smallest integer. So 4 times the smallest integer minus 17. There is 17 less than. Let's go ahead and simplify each side before we start moving things across the equal sign. This is 3x plus 6. I can multiply 4 and x, and I get 4x minus 17. Let's move, we're going to move the 3x to the right side, so subtract 3x from both sides, and we get x, and then I'll add 17 to both sides to get that x is 23. So the 3 consecutive odd integers, well, good thing the first one is odd, that makes sense. So I have 23, 25, and 27. So the sum of these should be 17 less than 4 times that one. And I do not have my calculator here, but I do want to check to make sure I got it. So the sum of these, if I add this up, well, that's 10 plus 5, so that's 15, carry the 1. This is 75. Is that the same as 4 times the smallest? So what's 23 times 4? That is 2, carry the 1, 9. That is 92 minus 17. And 75 equals, 75. Good. So I've even done the check, and that wasn't asked. That was just to make sure I got it right for myself. Example 2. When 4 times, so now we're getting into word problems. These won't necessarily have consecutive in them. When 4 times a number is increased by 40, the answer is the same as when 100 is decreased by the number. 4 times a number, let's call this number x. So 4 times a number is increased by 40. The answer is the same as when 100 is decreased by the number. Find the number. 4 times x is the same thing as 4x plus 40 equals 100 minus x. Add x to this side and subtract 40. 60 divided by 5 is 12. Let's go ahead and check it. So we have 4 times 12 plus 40. Is that the same as 100 minus 12? This is 48 plus 40. 100 minus 12 is 90 minus 2 is 88. And 48 plus 40 is 88 equals 88. So checked out. The number is 12. Let's do another one. These are basic word problems. So Lex earns a weekly salary of $140. They also earn $9 for each homework assignment they complete. 1 week they earn $230. How many homework assignments did they complete? I tend to like to kind of start with a table to look for the pattern. So this is one way to approach it. Maybe you could already go right to the equation. So they earn $140 plus $9 for each homework assignment. So I'm going to call these A. So if they did no homework assignments, they would be adding 9 times $0 for the money that they make. And if they were to do, Lex was to do 1 homework assignment, they would be doing 9 times 1. They'd be earning $9 more beyond that. And if they were to do 2, they would do 9 times 2. And ultimately, if they were to do A homework assignments, if it was an unknown, it'd be 140 plus 9 times A. Okay, so I can set up my equation. 140, the base amount weekly salary plus 9A. And in this week, they earned $320. Let's figure out the value of A. Don't need to simplify each side. They're both simplified, so now I can subtract 140 from each side. And that will give me 180. Then divide both sides by 9. And to get 20 homework assignments means they will earn $140. Or sorry, they will earn $320 because 140 plus 9 times 20 should equal 320. 140, 9 times 20 is 180. And that does equal 320. So our answer checks out. Now time to pause the video and try these on your own. 2 consecutive even numbers have a sum of 30. So those are my representations for the 2 consecutive even numbers. They have a sum of 30, which means x plus 2 equals 30. Or 2x plus 2 equals 30. Let's solve. We get 2x equals 28. Therefore, x equals 14. The 2 numbers are 14 and 16. They have a sum of 30. Yep, and they're consecutive even numbers. Perfect. Next up, 30 decreased by 6 times a number, call it x, is the same as 16 more than flips it, the number. Find the number. 30 decreased by. So 30 decreased by 6 times a number is the same as 16 more than the number. And because of the commutative property of addition, it's okay if you did 16 plus x. It would mean the same thing. I'm going to get rid of that multiplication sign. Now let's add 6x to both sides. Subtract 16 from both sides. And divide by 7. I get that x is 2. Let me check it. 30 decreased by 6 times 2 is the same as 16 more than 2. 2 plus 16. 30 minus 12 is the same as 18. 30 minus 12 is 18. Great, it checks out.